Don't it feel good just to be, just to be, just to be in God's hands? Don't it feel good in God's hands? Knowing that you're standing in God's hands. Oh. I'm living in these moments that I pray for. Standing in the purpose I was made for. I'm just walking in the hands of the Lord. Give me more, give me more, give me more. You went undercover with your grace. Detective, how you found me in my shame, but you didn't give me over to my chain. You arrested me with love, then you sentenced me to change. Mugshot looking different, I'm amazed. And you put me at the grave that you found me in. If you had to run it back, you do it all again. Yeah, and I ain't stepping out. No, I'm locked in and I ain't stressing out. Counted in his hands when they count me out. Sheesh. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Just
Don't it feel good just to be in God's hands? Hello, hello, everybody. I'm coming to you by way of Curve. This is Fonda. Hopefully, everyone is enjoying their holiday season. You had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and you are looking forward to the next few holidays that are headed our way, Christmas, and then, of course, the new year. I definitely like to reflect at the end very thankful for everything because without um excuse me y'all, I'm getting a call that's coming in and I hate when that happens. I'm recording and I can't even get it.
That's good.
This year, well, he's been good to me down through the years. I can't just say this year, but I'm very, very thankful for all that he has blessed me this year, and I'm sure you all are too. Um, it is the holiday season. I'm just going to ask everybody to be considerate of others, those that have lost their loved ones, those like myself that don't still yet have their parents. I think you guys who have down through the years just looked out for me, invited me into your homes, invited me into your family during the holiday season. You don't know how that makes me feel like appreciated, to feel wanted, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be included. So if you know someone who's suffering right now or having a hard time, please be considerate of them. You know what I mean. This is a time of giving back. This is a time of love, peace, joy, connecting. Let's remember those that are less fortunate. I feel some kind of way because I didn't do anything this holiday. I'm not doing anything this holiday for the homeless, but I am focusing on the senior citizens living facility. Um, and I wanted to ask you guys. I've been putting out information. Kind of been a slow process, but I know everybody was getting ready for Thanksgiving. This is definitely a time for giving. And what I am doing at this point, Curve, what we are doing, we are going to be sponsoring Adopt the Grandparent program. What that is I'm asking those that would sponsor for only $12 a grandparent or a mother, a father, or if your mother and father are deceased, then give in on their behalf to someone that may be, suffering or by themselves for the holidays. I'm going to be giving these these products to a senior citizen living facility as well as if I see any senior citizens in my path, I'm going to go ahead and bless them with a sponsorship. And that would be by you and I making it happen for our senior citizens living facility. What that $12 as a sponsor will get you would be a foot and leg cream and also or a hand cream. For every sponsor, I am going to donate a pair of socks or footies with that donation. So they will be getting a lovely leg and foot cream and or hand cream with a pair of footies or socks. And that is just to remember our those. Oh gosh, I was having to crash there. Oh my God. See, this is what happens when you're live. But they will remember those we need to remember, excuse me, those that have paved the way for us. We're gonna all get old one day if we keep living. I'm telling you, because I'm going there now, and I'm just like, it's amazing to me that I am like in my 50s at this point, and I am heading into becoming a actual senior citizen as of next year. I'll be 55, and I'm like senior citizen 55, 50, I question that a lot all the time. I'm like, wow, I just can't believe, but I'm thankful. And don't get me wrong, I'm thankful, but it's heading to a different life, a different way of thinking. You know, um, my way of thinking that I used to think, in my 30s and 20s, you know, you got to put away childish things. You're now an adult, a full grown adult, and the decisions that you make and choose not only affects you, but it could also affect others. But it mostly affects you. Okay, so remember that when you're making these decisions, when you're behaving immaturely, um, having temper tantrums and different things of that nature, that could cause some issues, especially if you're in your 50s. Okay, 40s too. I mean, we should be mature. We should be able to handle things in a mature manner. Um, I'm just saying. I mean, that's how I feel. But, and you don't have to agree with me. That's okay. Still be childish. Just tricks are for kids. But I'm just saying, as you mature, as you get older, you should mature. And you should get some wisdom. We got young people looking at us now. Young people, want to know, hey, what should I do about this or that? And us seasoned individuals should be able to give a good word of advice to our young people. You know what I mean? Because we've been there, we've done that, a lot of us. And if we haven't, we know what not to do in order to not go through some of the things that we had to go through. So be an inspiration, guys. What I'm saying, us older, seasoned adults, be a inspiration to the younger ones. Don't have the younger ones looking at you like, what you doing? And they're doing better than the older ones, than us. So yeah, let's get together, y'all. I'm talking to myself too. So that was on top. That wasn't even part of my deal here. But I just felt that, we got young folks looking at us, y'all. That's all I'm saying. So um, I just wanted to reflect a little bit on this year, with Curve growing in leaps and bounds. And when I say growing, um, there's inner growth as well. It's not always where you see a bunch of finances coming in or anything like that, but it's that inner growth. And I had set some goals last year, and I'm just thankful now when I set goals that I don't procrastinate like I used to. I used to really, really procrastinate. And I would be like wanting to do things and just wouldn't do them because I was procrastinating. I was like, oh, I'll get to it. Oh, eventually I'll. Well, I learned that, set goals, set goals that you want to achieve, goals that things that you want to see happen. And I'm going to reflect on a lovely leadership conference that I was able to attend here recently. And it was with the lovely DJ, Chiquita Jackson. She had a absolute phenomenal conference, and it was called Phenomenal Women Conference. And I was able to attend that conference, and I was just, it was just amazing to me. Um, it's hard for me to sometimes pay attention or things to keep my attention because I'm a drifter in my head. I might be looking at you, but I'm like maybe thinking about something else. Well, let me tell you, this leadership conference had my attention, the whole time. I even took notes, y'all. Yes, I did. It was that good. And I've been wanting to share some of these notes. I should have done this a minute ago, but because it's the holidays and just the hustle and bustle and busy, I wasn't able to, um, get this out. I'm a little bit upset too because my phone broke unforeseenly, and I lost all the pictures that I took at that conference, and all the pictures that I've saved in my phone that I really, really love and just didn't want to let go. They are all gone, y'all. I felt some kind of way about that because they couldn't get them transferred for whatever reason. But it just goes to show and let you know. And I look at it like this: when you get information, you obtain that information right then and there. Don't wait, don't procrastinate, don't say, okay, I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna get it done because now I don't have the pictures to accommodate the conference like I would have liked to. And I feel really bad about that. I put a few videos out there, but nothing to what I wanted to share. So I'm going to share from that conference what touched me or what was confirmation for me, and I wanted to share with you all. And it was just so many things, and it wasn't just from one speaker; it was from actually a couple of speakers. The main one, and then another lady who lives here. Her name was Takara. You guys probably know her, but she had an awesome message as well. And I'm anticipating having her on the show really, really soon because she told a story that was absolutely amazing. And it just kind of gave me strength to say, hey, she went through that and she's still pushing. I know I'm still gonna keep pushing. And so just such an inspiration. But some of the things that I took from this conference and I thought that it would be good to share and maybe help some of you all was there was one of them that said choose to be the fisherman and leave with a net full. So basically, what I got from that is, when you're going out and you're trying to catch whatever you need to catch to build you as far as maybe your business, as far as maybe your character or whatever you're trying to build, choose to be the fisherman. Fishermen are going to want to leave with a full net of fish. All right, so you want to come away with a full net of information or a full net of leadership or skills or whatever it is that you're into to help build yourself. Leave with a full net. You know what I'm saying? Choose to leave with a full net. That means that you're going in expecting to have a great outcome. All right. So it's this next one was um, to be, to be means to exist. It means to continue to renew being you, embracing your roots. And I like that because, I try to embrace my roots all the time. I try to always remember, what mama taught me. Mama went through this, she made it through, she prayed her way through. I remember some of the things that she had to endure and do in order to move forward. And I want to embrace that. I want to remember those things. I want to remember how mama did it because we didn't go without. You know what I mean? We might have been low, poor, but mama made sure somehow. And I know that was a lot through prayer and trusted in the Lord to help see us through. And, I do that today. I'm like, Lord, I don't see it, but honest to goodness and on God, and I put it on God that when it says that He may not come when you want Him, but He'll be on time. I am a witness that that is so the God's honest truth. So I have worked to not be so because I'm like Lord, whew, I just gotta sit back. You already know what the situation is. You know what I can do, what I can't, and I'm gonna need you, Lord, to intervene and push through and help me through this situation. So, I really like that embracing your roots, understanding the healing and calling on your life. I have been getting confirmation after confirmation after confirmation about this. All right. And I take confirmation seriously. Once I feel it, think about it, and then all of a sudden I hear it several more times, that's a confirmation for me. All right. And I know that we all have a purpose. God put us all on this earth for a purpose that we are supposed to fulfill. All right. So with that being said, this she mentioned understanding the hit in the healing and calling on your life. You have to understand it. You have to accept it. All right. It, sometimes our calling is not pleasing unto others. Our calling may not be understandable unto others. They don't understand it. They wondering what the heck is wrong with you. Well, hey, when the Lord is giving you a purpose, He's giving you a calling, then you have to walk in that. Or you're not going to be happy in life. You're not going to be satisfied. You're going to always feel like, man, there's something missing. What is it? And yeah, so you can run, but you really can't hide. And if you do hide, it's not going to be good for you. All right, I'm just saying. So if you know what that calling is in your life or on your life, fulfill it. Go through with it. Is it easy? Is it going to be like, oh my gosh, everybody's on my team? No, no. If anything, most of the time or a lot of the time, you'll feel lonely. You'll feel like you're out here by yourself, like you're sailing on a sea or a ship, and like there's nobody else for miles and miles away. So, but that's okay because you know who's there? God. And why is He there? Because He's giving you your purpose. So I did like that confirmation, understanding the healing and calling on my life. Trust in the process, y'all. Trust in the process. Okay, so man, this isn't working fast enough. This didn't come through, that didn't come through. All right, there's still a process. You have to trust it. Okay, maybe timing is not right. Maybe the right connections are not the right connections. But again, by embracing your roots, remembering what Mama then told us, understanding your calling, you can trust the process. All right, it all works together. It all works together. Um, this one was interesting to me because it said she said you were required to talk to yourself, to think, to dig into yourself. A lot of people say you can talk to yourself but don't answer yourself. But hey, if you need to answer yourself, answer it. Because you have to talk to you. You have to convince you. You have to push in your head, put in your head what you are wanting to accomplish or what you are wanting to do. So you have to think, dig into that mind of yours, pull out ideas. You know what I mean? You gotta talk to yourself, y'all. You got to talk and say, hey, let me talk this out. I'm just saying. Um, she talked about discernment. When you feel like something ain't right, don't ignore it. Okay? Don't ignore it. Because you could be getting the discernment of, I may not need to take that road or that route, or, I may not need to, really go there or do this or what have you. You know what I mean? But, you know, listen to yourself. Okay? Don't always say, oh, I'm just tripping. No, you're not. Okay? All right. So with good energy, y'all, with having good energy, people are able to feel your um authenticity, authenticity, excuse me, authenticity. That's too fast. To feel you. That's why I work really hard and I'm creating my brand because I want people to feel me. All right, to know that this is a sincere thing, that I'm real about what I'm doing. I want people to feel, I want to be authentically me. I want to be that person, me. All right. And I want everybody to know, oh, that's her. That's Fonda. All right. So you have to have that private, oh gosh, I don't know where my light is going. You got to have that kind of personal feel or that private um, deal where you're building you're building your brand, you're building what you're representing. All right, being authentic about who you are. So This one I really like, and I'm giving you these pointers from this conference because I feel like they were really positive and they're worth sharing. Um, how do I want to show up? When you walk into the room, how do you want to show up? Do you want to show up unsure? Do you want to show up like, where am I? Like not positive or not really confident? No, you want to show up with confidence. You want to show up with your head high in the air, not looking down, but looking up, and show up with the positive, good vibe. Because when you show up on a good note, then people will receive from you a good note. If you show up on a bad note, then there it is. You know what I'm saying? So you want to show up, you know, where, hey, I'm important. I am somebody, and there's nothing wrong with having that confidence to hold your head up high. There's nothing wrong with that. People might say, oh, she thinks she's all that and da da da. Well, I'd rather think I'm all that than think I was nothing. I'm just saying. So this one was really interesting. It said, learn from your mistakes, okay, and make it a stepping stone, and teach people how to treat you. I'm gonna stop and pause on that one. Teach people how to treat you. Okay, that could be kind of interesting. Okay, because some people, they're used to just being and treating people any kind of way or however they feel is best for them, and they're not considerate of you. Well, your job is to let people know, hey, I'm not going to be treated like that. And if you choose to treat me like that, then I know how to keep it 50 feet. You get what I'm saying? It's no time for anyone to treat anybody disrespectfully or, taking smart jabs. They act like they're innocent, but really it's a jab at you. You know how some people will do that. They'll like make it, oh, it's a big joke, but really they're jabbing and obviously have some kind of problem with you, whether it be jealousy, whether it be I'm a hater, don't want to see you go forward or move forward, or just to be a discouragement. I've had so many people say some, and it's not like I asked them. I didn't even ask them their opinion. I didn't ask them what they thought, nothing. But they wanted to just make sure I knew blah 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 blah. So if it's something that that isn't sitting well with you, hey, let them know. Hey, I don't appreciate that. I don't like that. I'm not going to accept it. You know what I mean? And then if they can't accommodate it, you know what you got to do. Ain't that what the telephone book people used to do? They let the fingers do it, walking. Okay, I'm just saying. So, um, oh, I like this one too. Would I follow myself? If I was myself looking at myself, that sounds crazy, but if I'm myself looking at myself, would I follow me? That's a good question to ask yourself. Would you follow yourself? All right. Some people will probably say, heck no, I wouldn't follow myself. But would you follow yourself? If you were somebody, if you were another person looking in at you, would you follow you? Just a good question. What are you telling yourself when things are tough? This is where, and I'm going to sum this up into faith. When having faith, speaking those things which are not as though they are. All right. Seeing the vision of where you're wanting to be instead of focusing on, gosh, I'm not making any Mary Kay sales and people are not respecting this or people are not supporting that. I mean, we can go there all day and all night with that. But what we need to focus on is, where do we want to see ourselves? What are we looking forward to? What are we believing that's going to transpire? Those are the things. Those are the positive things that we want to focus on. And knowing where you're going. You gotta have a map of direction of where you're going and where you're trying to go. You can't just be out here, floating around in midair. You gotta have vision. You gotta have something that I want to move to that level. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. You gotta have something in your mind of where you're heading. That's very, very, very important. Now, all this information came from the leadership council. All right, I really, really, this was another point that really stood with me was taking willing people with you. Okay, taking people that are willing with you, not trying to drag and pull people on your train if they don't want to get on. Because then if you let them on and they don't want to get on and you're dragging them in to get on, then what are they gonna do? Because they really didn't want to be on your train in the first place. They're gonna drag you down. They're gonna put their weight on you. They're gonna be they won't be being optimistic, but they're going to, everything will be negative and they won't connect, won't connect. So you want like-minded people, you want people that are gonna be your majority, okay? Because there's minorities, there'll always be some minorities. That was said as well. There's gonna always be some minorities out there that's not gonna want to see you succeed, that's not gonna want to see you go forward. Go with the majority. Go with those that are motivating you, those that are pushing you, those that are praying for you, those that are supporting you. Okay. And if people choose not to support you, that's okay too. God be with you. I pray whatever you're doing succeeds. So I'm just saying I agree with the minority and the majority. You want to always go with your majority. If the minority is against you, that's fine. You have your thoughts and so on and so forth, and you can just keep it moving. All right, because I'm going with the majority. Those that are going to be for me, those that are going to be pushing me and supporting. All right, because you got to have a support system. You cannot do this like by yourself. I don't care what you're trying to do. You really can't. You gotta have some support system behind you, somebody with you. And when you get those people, and God will send those people that are meant to be with you to help you in your endeavor, He gonna send them, and they'll come out of nowhere. And you won't even. It won't be the people that you probably think that would probably, it's not gonna be that. It'll be somebody way off. You'd be like, wow. And then that's when you know when the Lord starts sending you your team or sending you your support system and your majority, then you know, hey, God, okay, all right, these are my people. This is my village. So I'm just saying, all right. And there was another point. Um, again, she talked about not letting the messy minority speak for the majority. That was all in the same realm. But that was how it was said. Never let the messy minority speak for the majority. Okay. And another thing she stated, being a leader, leadership doesn't care about being liked. If you're trying to be a leader, you can't focus on who likes you and who don't. Because if you do, what's that going to do? That's going to interfere with your leadership. Because you're going to find yourself being more concerned about that, who likes you, than what your position and what you should be doing. All right. So those are the things that I got out of that leadership conference, and I'm going to definitely recommend next year when this time comes, if you can, and I will definitely be promoting it. Please be a part of the women's leadership conference. Okay, please be a part of it. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing, and I loved it. One of the things that I really liked was that it was our people. There were actually our people there to learn, our people there to support. The turnout was amazing, and it said a lot. This is my first time going, but it said a lot about what's put into this entity, you know, and really overall, the most important thing that I felt was the anointing, and that was the presence of God, goodness, information. Everybody was pushing everyone, supportive. It was just like amazing, amazing feeling, and I was glad, to be a part of it. And these are things that I just wanted to share with you guys to help us. You know what I mean? We're never too old to learn. We don't know it all. There's always room for growth. You have not arrived. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as long as you're on this earth, you're going to, learn because things are going to happen. You know what I mean? And so I hope you were able to listen to this message through to its entirety because I really think a lot of these points is going to help you in the future, help you to be a better leader, help you to be a better person, help you to strive and have better direction and, you know where you're going and what your purpose is and what you should be doing. And I feel like everybody is a leader in their own right. Whatever you've been given to do, you're the leader of that because it's been given to you to do and to fulfill. So you can always take information from these programs, these classes, these workshops. Take that information and apply it to your life. Especially if it's going to help you. All right. So I know I've taken up probably a lot more of your time, but it was a little bit. But that's okay. I'm gonna cut it off right here. But I wanted to share this with you. This information from that conference. I'm looking forward to a lot in 2025 of elevation with her. All right, I'm gonna speak that goal and I'm gonna speak that into existence. I'm looking for elevation to rise, to move up to another level, to step it up, you know. And I think the first way of stepping it up is to network. And I've been enjoying networking. I've been enjoying meeting new people. I've been enjoying getting information from other sources, and it's been amazing. And I wish this was something that I would have been more into doing in the past. But as you get older, you have a little bit more time. You're a little bit more laid back. Not so much of the hustle and bustle. And I believe that everything is in time. Everything is in timing. You may feel like I should have. I feel like sometimes, man, I wish I would have did this early if I would have started in my 30s, I could be here and I could be there. But that's okay because timing it was obviously not meant for me to start in my 30s. It's meant for me to do it now. So um, I'm just trying to fulfill, my life's journey, the things that I have been assigned to do. And by the help and the grace of God, I'm going to believe that those things are going to come to pass. And I'm just going to enjoy the ride. I'm in a new realm of my life, and I'm not going to say that it's not scary because it kind of is a little bit, but I know God's going to help me make the right decisions. I haven't decided exactly what day I'm going to retire, but I'm considering it as soon as possible, if at all possible. But I don't know, but I'm gonna make that decision, me and the Lord, because so many people say so many different things. But what I'm realizing is that my happiness is important. My peace is important. So those are gonna be the things at the forefront for me. If I'm happy, if I'm at peace, because as I get older, I realize life is just too really short to be dealing with a bunch of stuff. It's just too short. I'm older, things I just don't want to carry all that. So um, I'm trying to stay lifted. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to doing some traveling, seeing some other places, countries, and just really broadening and experiencing life. And that's what you should do. As long as you have that health and strength, God has blessed you. Hey, enjoy your life. Do things that are therapeutic for you. All right. A lot of people always say, "Oh, she got you. Why do you have those long nails and this and that?" Hey, these nails are therapeutic for me. Some days when I'm feeling sad and I'm crying and I'm feeling some type of way, I can look at my nails and I'm like, these are absolutely beautiful. Shout out to my nail tech, Miss Monica. She is absolutely amazing with nails. But I just appreciate having this to be therapeutic. I can look at my nails and I could be feeling sad, but I see how beautiful these nails are, and I'm like, wow, it is still okay. You know, I'm okay. And so yeah, Monica Bell, she does an excellent job with my nails, and I appreciate her for that. Also, for me, singing. That's therapeutic for me. That lifts my spirit. That helps me. That's the God given gift that God has given me. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest singer because I don't feel like I am, but I am, who God has chosen to share this gift with others. So, that's therapeutic for me. You know what I mean? Fashion, all of that, shopping, things like that are therapeutic for me. I enjoy those things. And so if it's something that you enjoy dancing, that's therapeutic for me. I love music. And, I'm moving because I want to keep my muscles and stuff going. Because as you get older, you can feel it. Mr. and Mrs. Arthritis, come on now. They be trying to creep in on you. So I'm like, hey, if I could just move, that'll keep me going. Okay? So do what is going to be best for you, that's going to make you feel good. And it's okay. You don't owe anybody else an explanation at all. So, yeah, live your best life. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this show. I just wanted to come in and, just kind of do just a wrap up of the year and also talk about that leadership conference. And as I wrap up this year, I want to encourage you all to let's keep building the My Curvy Life show. All right. Let's keep supporting. Let's keep telling friends and family and about this entity. And the more you contribute, you're welcome to put positive affirmations. Um, anything of that nature that's going to be on a positive note, a good vibe. You're more than welcome to share that with us in the My Curvy Life Show group page. All right. So don't feel limited. Don't feel like you can't be included or play a part because you can. I'm welcoming you to do so. Now, if it ain't positive, then I am going to delete it. I'm telling you that now because I'm not, for anything of the nature that's not going to be an uplift. All right. So that's what this group is all about. And, I want you guys to take full advantage of that. If you've been on the show before, you have the permission to put in, if you got something going on, you're singing, you're selling something, you're having a show, anything of that nature, you can share that, okay, on the My Curvy Life show. You can share that information. You have permission to do that because you contributed on this show. And so my job is to keep connections. And I don't, want to lose those that have connections. So, yes. So with that being said, I am wishing you all a wonderful rest of the year. Of course, I will probably be coming back greeting you again for Christmas, but enjoy the season. And again, share. If you know somebody that, is not doing well, don't have their family, or just maybe lost a loved one or anything of that nature, just during this holiday season, everybody show love, okay? Show love because that's what it's all about, all right? So with that being said, thank you guys for listening, and I appreciate you. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to reach out to me. I will be happy to uh, give you any answers you need. You know how to reach me. I'm on Messenger, Facebook, TikTok. I'm all over the place here. So feel free to contact me if you need to. And thank you so much. I am excited about some of the guests that's going to be coming on the show. I do have some locals that's going to be coming on, and I'm always excited about all my guests because we learn from each other. All right, we learn from each other. So thank you guys for listening. Do have a good evening. Be safe out there, and please continue to have a happy holiday season. Bye.
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good just to be? Don't it feel good just to be, just to be in God's hands? Don't it feel good? In God's hands, knowing that you're standing in God's hands. Oh, I'm living in these moments that I pray for, standing in the purpose I was made for. I'm just walking in the hands of the Lord. Give me more, give me more, give me more. You went undercover with your grace. Detective, how you found me in my shame, but you didn't give me over to my chain. You arrested me with love, then you sentenced me to change. Mugshot looking different, I'm amazed. Hey, you pulled me out the grave that you found me. If you had to run it back, you do it all again. Yeah, and I ain't stepping out. No, I'm locked in and I ain't stressing out. Count it in his hands when they count me out. Sheesh. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good just to